y'all, welcome back to another episode of Today's Home Tour. I'm your host, Jason Will, real estate broker with Blueprint Realty Company. Got another vacation rental episode for you today. Behind me is Mallards Nest. This is the sister property to Eagle's Nest. If you haven't seen that video and you've got a large group, like multi-generational family that wants to or loves to rather vacation together, that's going to be the ideal property for you. Mallards Nest, a little smaller, a little cozier, perfect little romantic getaway in my opinion. But we've got 2 king suites inside and a bunk room, so you do have space if you've got pretty nice sized family to come enjoy this thing. But this one, they're both properties have their their wow factors and their great amenities, but this one's got some really cool stuff. To name a few: game room. We've got a private boat launch, so if you want to bring your boat or you're an angler, this is going to be perfect for you. But my gosh, wait till you see this when I take you around lakeside. 176 feet, y'all, of private water frontage. I mean, it's much more private than Eagle's Nest, so it's a little give and take, but it's just awesome to have options and choices. You got Eagle's Nest for your big groups. You got this for the romantic getaway. I mean, it's so close to Birmingham, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the top 10 reasons that you should book Mallards Nest like ASAP. All right, and number 1 is its ease of access to the greater Birmingham metro area. So no matter where you live in Birmingham, north, south, east, west, you can get here in a hop, skip, and a jump. So you don't have to drive 3-4 hours to that romantic getaway. You can get here, go shopping, and just get right to the serenity of this premier lakefront location on Lay Lake. Let me get my big head out of the way so you can soak all this in. Before we make our way inside, I just want to point out the abundance of parking. This is ideal for trailer parking if you're bringing your boat or your jet skis. Man, we can fit 4 vehicles and 2 vehicles there. So if you got people coming, maybe they're going to drive in and spend a day with you from the Birmingham area or come up, from the Montgomery area. Got plenty of room for them to park. All right, y'all, number 2 on the list, and for good reason. Yeah, it's right behind me. 176 feet of Lay Lake frontage. That is so luxurious, right? You got this buffer, this vegetation buffer right here. So you get down on the lake, it's just you and the view. It's not you and the neighbors in the view, it's you and the view. And it is fine, y'all. So I'm gonna take you down there for a closer look. Let's go. All right, so the most ideal of scenarios, at least what's going through my mind, and I've made this probably too clear, maybe even weirdly so, but this is like just such a prime romantic getaway. Like where I'm standing right now, I don't see any neighbors to my right or my left. It's just awesome. I just see like wide panoramic lake view, which is cool. But number 3 is going to come in handy if you got to bring the kids with you, because there is an epic game room behind me that's filled with hours and hours of entertainment. So what that's gonna do is that's gonna limit the I'm bored, or the mama. It's gonna keep them entertained so you can get some really quality mommy daddy time. All right, let's go take a look. All right, arcade games, foosball, giant Connect 4, air hockey. Got a TV down here if they want a game. Got a table right here. Want to play some cards. Look at all these. Got the classics here on the wall. All right, y'all, coming in at number 4 is going to be the outdoor living space, and they did not skimp on the outdoor living space here. Now I tell you, outdoor living space, this is one of the big reasons people rent lake houses. So if you want to get into the vacation rental market, just make a mental note. You got to have prime outdoor living space. And what's really special about this property is it has a layered outdoor living space option. So you can have, your morning coffee on your rear deck overlooking the lake right there. You can take a nap in that bed swing. Then we've got the easy grade all the way down to the water. And what we have here is a combination of space. We've got, our area for sunning, got the little sun deck there with the nice lounge chairs. And then you got the Adirondacks surrounding that gas fire pit there. And gas fire pits, y'all, that's easy. I mean, that is like s'more ready in 3, 2, 1. All right, number 5 on our list is this incredible outdoor cooking space. Look, we got a spot to chill there and have a drink while we're cooking our burgers. We've got filled propane tank ready to go. We've got all the accessories right there, no matter whether we want to cook burgers or, have a hibachi night. But more importantly, you get to grill and look at that while you're doing it. Number 6 is going to be our outdoor fire pit area. I'm sure it's beautiful at night with this landscape lighting, and it's super key so you don't bust your buns when you're coming down here. Right over this ridge right here, there's a house on the hill. That's where the sun sets. And this is where you watch it with a glass of wine or a nice cocktail. Number 7 on our list is going to be our water toys. We've got a massive Lilypad right there. You can see we got a noodle waiting on somebody right there. And then over here we've got kayaks and a paddle board. All right, y'all, thanks for hanging in there. We are on number 8 of our top 10 list of why you should be really, really motivated to book a stay here as soon as possible at Mallards Nest. And it's just the floor plan. It's the coziness, the hominess. I mean, it just has a great feel to it, right? Just a really chill vibe, but also luxurious, right? So if you don't have the budget for Eagle's Nest, maybe you got the budget for Mallards Nest, and you're really not having to sacrifice a lot of those luxurious amenities. I mean, we have got a beautiful kitchen here with a tile backsplash. The space, every room has ample space, or even I would think oversized space. The placement of the island in relation to the main kitchen countertop here, I mean, we've got a lot of space. So, I mean, there's plenty of room for, several people to be in the kitchen. So we've got a nice gathering space in the kitchen. We have this large dining area. You've got the cozy family room there with really comfy furniture. So no real expense has been spared in here, and it's just well appointed. Coffee bar, you got all the stuff you need, fully stocked kitchen. You're not going to have to go, man, I wish they had a blender. I mean, they've just got everything, y'all. These are the kind of people that these owners are. They're super thoughtful, and it just shows in every room of this vacation rental. Top of the stairs, the second level. Here's our bunk room. Second king suite. And a full bath. All right, right, y'all, number 9 on our list is going to be dedicated to the boating facilities on site. We've talked a good bit about how you have your own dedicated deep water boat launch here. So just being able to launch your boat on site, I mean, and not have to fool with the public launches. If you're a boater, you know what a headache that can be. But the other thing is you can really securely store your boat at night and get it out of the water. A lot of people don't want to leave their boat in the water, you know, it gets grimy and all that stuff, especially if you're here for a week or more. So whether you're coming in town for to participate in a fishing tournament or you're just bringing your own boat, these boating facilities are really going to be a prime feature for you. All right, y'all, thanks so much for hanging in there with me. We've made it to number 10, and number 10 is just the fact that this is a memory-making property, right? With the water frontage, the water toys, you got your private boat launch and boat lift. I mean, that is so huge. If you're not a boater, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. But for the kids to have their own game room space, man, that is awesome. Keeping kids occupied on vacation is always a challenge. It's not going to be a challenge here, but it's just the little things, the thoughtfulness. Look, we've got a sectional here on our lakeside balcony overlooking just panoramic lake view. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, so all you need to do, the next step, is to book this thing to make sure you get the dates you want, because this is a hot vacation rental property. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you come here and you stay and you fall in love with Lay Lake like so many people do, I hope you'll reach out to me. Call or text 251-583-9728, or go to my website. You can start looking at Lay Lake properties right now at laylakelistings.com. That's laylakelistings.com. Again, I'm your host, Jason Will, real estate broker with Blueprint Realty Company, and we'll see you on the next episode of today's home tour.